Hello students, we have been discussing the other chapters of your strategic cost management. Initially we have done 2 lectures we have given. One is for introductions part, another part of the detailing of the system that we did it. And now we are taking another important chapter under your strategic cost management, that is lean system and innovation. This is your CMA, CA and CMA both final level syllabus. This is very important chapter for your practical point of view. Now we will be giving the brief overview what is the lean system and innovation. First of all, we should understand what is the lean. That we know that thing, lean. That lean concept you are to apply in your business organizations. Then what does that lean system tells? That you, whatever the wastages in your different processes of productions, that you are to reduce. That is basic idea of lean system is waste minimizations. You see that different process of your production process, your this type of wastage will be there. So once you make the wastages, definitely your efficiency will develop. That is the thing. Which are the stages our wastes generally comes? This is one waste comes overproduction. Suppose if you produce more than required in the market, what will happen? You have to store it. Your unnecessarily working capital blockage will be there. So many things will be there, because once you will block the working capital, your cost of capital will increase. Then inventory. So overproduction requires your inventory stock also more. Once you stock inventory more means your inventory control carrying cost will be more for this thing. Go down, rent, space, everything will be there, and maintenance, storekeeping, everything will be there. Waiting, production process maximum cases we have seen that waiting, that one process to another process, when or one movement from one department to another, what we will be discussing in subsequent stages, your waiting should not be there. That is the main point. We will be going one of the important systems or techniques. There should not be no waiting. Just in time, immediately you have to get the things done. So that will be there. No waiting, no queue. See, process 1 completes the product, process 2, process 3, simultaneously motion. Your unnecessary motion involvement, you have to avoid it. Transportation, your transportation system should be sufficient enough and timely distributions from your supplier's place to your factory, and from your factory to your this buyer's place you have to send. Rework from defects. You see, if you do not take your production process properly, what will happen? You have some defects will come, and once these defects will come, you have to make rework again. So this reworking will be taking one again, reprocessing, machine involvement, your labor involvement, time involvement, everything will be there. Then now over processing, that is also, if you process whatever required, if you more than the over processing, there are also these wastages. So that means these are the wastages at that generally we have identified that 7 wastes. If those wastes are minimized, then only your that efficiency will increase. Once your efficiency will increase, definitely your cost of production will be reduced. You see that 2 types of things are there. Once you are to sell in at par within the market demand. So market demand if you are to make it a standard rate is there, you cannot just cost plus percentage, those days gone, you cannot fix your selling price for that. So your margin will increase only because of your tightening belt. Tightening belt, how tightening belt? Not at the cost of customers, it is at the system evaluations and efficiency. There should not be wastage of any of your processes, that will go one by one. So now under this lean system, there are lean system basically waste minimization, efficiency development. There are so many techniques under that lean system. One is just in time, one is Kaizen costing, another system is 5Ss, total productivity maintenance, another system, cellular manufacturing, and Six Sigma. Out of that, 3-4 system or techniques are very important. What we will do today, we will discuss one important point, not that, one important technique, that is just in time. That just in time, how it works, that we will discuss. And innovation part also, process innovation, business process reengineering, that is also second step, we will be discussing for that. So today we will be discussing what is the cost of just in time. This is a big chapter. If you go very fast, then it would not be very clear. So under the lean system, just in time, how it works, we will be discussing here. See, first of all, what the just in time concept? Just in time, in short, this is JIT. So very important concept, this thing. So just in time approach, what is that? Production, process, activity, what is that? You have to streamline that production process activity. You have to streamline. So what will affect with that? Once you production processes through certain ideas you streamline, in such situation what will happen? Wastage of all kinds. What are those wastage? Namely of time, material, and labor is systematically driven out of the process. See, this production process activity, you have to collect some ideas, from which your production activity gets streamlined, and ultimate result of that, once you are streamlined in the, you see, some of the cases production process very haphazard way is there. So you have to streamline that, because you see, whenever you do not streamline, what will happen? You are just purchasing, you are just producing, just manufacturing process. Nobody is there to see whether your wastage is there or not, whether your defective products are coming or not. You have to see. If you have to see the practical angle, you have to visit any factory. Practically what this production process going on, that you have to understand. So wastage, after the streamlining the production process, wastage of all kind, that is the time, material, and labor, these all wastage is driven out from the process. So all these wastages in time level, material level and labor. So these are the basic components of your production process, your material, labor and this time. These three things, if you streamline that, definitely your cost of productions will be reduced and your value engineering concepts will be coming. You can get the quality product. So these are the basics of your just-in-time concept idea. Now we will understand that how this just-in-time concept works. You see that spare parts, materials from suppliers on the exact date, exact times. You see that what does this point, number 1 point, specify just-in-time concept? Spare parts or materials from suppliers on the exact date and exact time. How this matters for your business process? Suppose you have placed the order for your spare parts or material from the suppliers. They will be telling, sir, some problem is there, we do not have this problem, that problem, please allow us 2 days time, this like that. But no excuse in this, under this just in time concept. No question of excuse all this time. Once I have placed this order and given the date along with the time, suppose 25th of November 2023 at 3 p.m. exactly it should come within that, because getting your material, my second stage will start. So my point should not be there. I will be waiting and I will be making ready in my store department to receive those materials in the exact date and exact time. So you have to follow. That means your suppliers also will be very much disciplined enough, and he should maintain his commitment that it should be delivered to your buyer, valued buyer. That means you, in exact date and exact time. So this is the first step of your just-in-time. Exact date and exact time you have to receive the material. Then second stage, what is your process? Straight delivery to the production floor for immediate use. In the manufactured products. See, first is you got the material in exact date and exact time, and what they are telling that under this concept, state delivery to the production floor for immediate use. You see that in between, no storing, no unloading, no recording like that. Straightway it will come to your production floor for immediate use of manufacturing. That means no delay. That is the main thing. Time factor is very important. So it will go in very smooth way, systematic way it will go, so that no time gap, no wastage, no lag, nothing that. So straightway that delivery will come to your production process, immediate use of the manufactured products. So once these materials are being coming to your floor space, where the instead of going to your store and recording after the distributing, straightway it will go to your floor, and from there straightway it will be utilized for your manufacturing process. Third stage is that visit to engineering staff, visit of engineering staff at supplier sites to examine supplier's process. See, this is also very important. You see that you have placed an order for right thickness, right quality of material. For that purpose, you are to send your people, you means buyer, to the supplier sites to examine the supplier process. Suppose you have particular type or particular content of material you have ordered. Your pre-inspection has to be done. Inspection has to be done at the supplier's premises. Otherwise, what will happen? They will, whatever produced will be done by the suppliers, it will come to you. You means the buyer. What will happen? If some defects arises, once again you are to return. Again you are to replace. They will replace all the defective products. In that situation, what will happen? Your tag or time lag will be there. So that's why in advance you are to visit your suppliers places. You might be knowing that in very big orders, suppose Steel Authority SAIL will have to produce certain products. They are taking the material from their suppliers. In advance, they will pre-inspection, they will make at the producer's place, that is supplier's place. They don't take the delivery, and after coming the delivery, they will not inspect, because unnecessarily, suppose if that place's inspection is done, if any process defective is there, it could be rectified then and there at the supplier's places before being coming to your production process. So to avoid the time and to avoid the money, everything we could avoid that. So this is the third point, visit to the engineering staff at the supplier places. You see that every place if you pre-design in such a way so that your wastage or inefficiency will be getting reduced to the minimum. So third point it is over. Now fourth point is coming, installation of EDI system that tells suppliers exactly how much of which parts are to be sent. See, after this earlier stage, you are verifying the inspection of your supplier's place. Installation of EDI system that tells suppliers exactly how much of which parts are to be sent. Very interesting things you are saying there. Suppose you have placed the order for at a time for 1000 units, but you have put a conditions of your supply order or say purchase order that say total 1000 my order I am placing for you, but I will be giving the time and in the various lots how much quantity you will be sending, because I do not have space to keep extra spare space to keep all those material. So you see the system out of that at what stage that 1000 units say 200 rupees in 5 lots you will take from your suppliers. So your system will tells that exactly out of that 1000 order 200 tons of materials are to be sent at what date. So for that purpose what will happen? You need only exact quantity what your production system are ready to utilize that. Suppose if you, instead of taking 200 ton, at a time if you bring 1000 tons, one way your working, your this working capital will be blocked, storage part. Similarly, your storage costing will be there, and storage space, that watchman, everything. So what happens here, that जो exactly workplace, factory place it will come, you need not to store. So exactly how much quantity is required or spare parts, that quantity will come to you, not for the storage purpose the whole quantity. So this is one point, because you have to see every step very minorly, so that your wherever your wastages chances are there, that are going to be driven out. So now this fifth point, dropping of products at specific machines. See, you have to drop the particular products at the specific machines, even that your time loss will not be there. So this is also very simple. So you have to place the exact place, you have to drop it your products. Then sixth point, shorten the setup times. See, suppose to start a machine and run the show, it may take some time. So in that process, your labor will wait, other engineers, technical persons will wait, everybody will wait. So you have to pre-plan in such a way so that you're after coming the material and starting the production, your time should be minimum. Nobody should wait. Just material coming, you have to ready these sides. So you the situation is not a such a way, after that material or parts are coming, you are to taking that your machines are ready or not, you are repairing or innovations you are making. No, before coming the material, you have to make your system ready, so that you need not wait for there. So this is the sixth point. Seventh point, it is coming your eliminating the need of long production runs, streamline flow of parts from machine to machine. See what they are telling that here, eliminating the need of long production run, streamline flow of the parts from machine to machine. You see that long production runs or streamlining, you have to make it so that flow of parts from machine to machine. Your parts movement from one machine to second machine to third machine, it should be continuous. There should be blockage in between. So eliminating the need of the long production run or streamline, you have to make a streamline so that flow of parts from machine to machine, it will be a continuous process, it should flow. So this is the seventh point. Now we will be going for another part, training of employees. How to operate, multitude of different machines perform limited maintenance. See, this stage also very vital for your cases. Training of employees how to operate multitude of different machines perform limited maintenance. You see that you have to train your laborer in such a way so that they can work of different types of machines. Suppose different setup of machines, say machine 1, machine 2, machine 3. You have to train, suppose a labor A, so that he will be acquainted all the systems of 3 different machines. So that what will happen, you need not put 3 different types of people to handle the 3 different machines. Rather, you have to select a person who is habituated to handle or run 3 different types of machines. So, in such situation, what will happen? You need not to replace the stuff. Time gap it should not be there. So, from one person can go these 3 different processes. So, that was the concept here. जो multitude of different machines, how to, so you have to train your manpower in such a way so that they can handle different types of machine. So this just-in-time concept that our lean system, that is basic concept. Now you remember that this is the to control your wastages or minimization of wastage. Wastage to 100% you cannot control, but you have to make it as a standardized that which way you should follow. If you follow this technique, these different 7 stages, so definitely you do have some control will be over your production process, because ultimately if you wastage control is there, your cost of productions also will be standardized and you are to be competitive to your buyers. Last day we have discussed one point, no, you should be cost advantageous to in comparison to your competitors, because market is the buyer's market. So whatever you have to do internally. You cannot outside, you cannot go. One standard rate is there. Whatever you have to do, you are to control yourself. So that will be there. So now if you in a diagram way, if you show a production total things, how this JIT system continues, you see that whatever we have explained, JIT procedure, how this occurs, you are placing the order, place order, straightway it will go to manager, then supplier, then supplier places, you send your people as you have discussed, quality check, so that your after delivery that problem should not be there, and from there straightway production floor, and your production line, that P1, P2, P3 production lines, all machines are ready, all your labor trained manpower is ready here, then production's over, and finally your customer get product. you see that here it is just like a clockwise, it is going that thing. So no stoppage, nothing. So your system or technique you have to develop in such a way this will be a continuous process without breakdown. You see that 7 spaces completion. You place the order, going to your manager, they are telling to your suppliers places, and your suppliers places you are checking the quality check, material you are making it okay, coming your exact date straightway to the production floor as you have discussed. Then it is coming to your production lines where all machines are ready with all of your trained manpower, and productions completes. Ultimately you are selling to the customer, get the product, that is also in time. See, this chain, enter this flow cycle, it continues in such a way so that your production processes wastage should be minimum, and you should be, or you are to be you will get the competitive advantage in respect of cost with that of your competitors. That was the very basic concept of your strategic cost management, first chapter we have discussed. So these are the techniques under just in time. So today we are discussing only the just in time, because there are so many techniques are there, that is Kaizen costing, and other techniques also will be there, Six Sigma, all those things we will be discussing one by one my subsequent class lecture. So please do follow my classes so that you will be getting for all of your CA and CMA final level, all cost and management and financial management, all strategic financial management subjects also one by one will come to you. Please do subscribe to my channel so that it will be wide circulated. Here one request I will be making to you, please do give your comments in my knowledge so that whatever development you require, so whether still I have been following that manual way of coaching as your class lectures are going, what is the benefit for that? Suppose I will go for digital way, this explanation chance also will not be available. Whatever your pre-planned discussions will be there made ready, just I can show you. But here I am in a position to show you the detailing of every stages. So please do comment whether my video lectures are visible to you, my language is understandable to you, and at the same time whether that manual system is sufficient enough, or whether you need for my digital system, so that accordingly I can develop my system. So unless and until you give your comments, I will not be able to understand. Today we are ending the video with the hope that I will be bringing the next part in my subsequent class lecture 2. Please do continue regularly so that other techniques are there, that is lean management, all those things, whatever the techniques are there, that is Six Sigma and all other techniques will be bringing my subsequent lectures. We are concluding the video today. Have a good day.